have the things that you wanted to demonstrate to everyone? I say yes, you'll demonstrate today, right? Okay. Test. Now we are going to start off with the page on page 116. Can you please check your page 116 now of your textbook? You'll start off with the textbook pages. I'll tell you which page you need to look at for help. Now, I decided not to give you the devices today because I think you really need the space to try out the drawing. So this is page 116. A quick recap to the type of triangles. So I'm going to annotations here as in a neutral color with blue. Okay, I'm going to write down for equilateral on page 116 of your textbook. I'm going to put down E for equilateral, I for isosceles triangle, R for right angle triangle. Yeah. And I'm going to write shortcuts. A for acute triangle and O for obtuse triangle. So a quick recap on the properties that we talked about, that we discover and discuss over the past 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, on the type of triangles we are learning at primary 5. When you first learn shapes at primary 1 or 2, you probably hear triangles are 3-sided shapes, they have 3 corners and 3 sides. And anything that has 3 corners and 3 sides, the lines that meet at 3 corners and 3 sides is a triangle. Now at primary 5, we are going to learn that all these triangles on this page here, they all fulfill 3 sides and 3 corners. Now at P5, we start to learn that some of them have special names. Not all triangles are the same. There are some triangles that have a right angle. That's why it's called a right angle triangle. And then you know that there are some triangles that are going to be called isosceles triangle because you can see like there's this characteristic about them, like a cat eye. You know, so like you can draw a smiley here, like a character. So the characteristic of isosceles triangle is that they have angles that are the same, 2 angles that are exactly the same. I draw eyebrows here. 2 angles that are exactly the same, and 2 sides of the triangle being the same. So this is the characteristic of isosceles triangle. So this one is isosceles, this one is isosceles, this one is isosceles, this one is isosceles. Correct. So I'm focusing on just equivalent right angle triangle, isosceles triangle, and anything that has 2 markings, like 2 equal sides, that means isosceles. So you can tell that these 2 angles are going to be the same. These 2 angles are going to be the same. These 2 angles are going to be the same. And these two angles are going to be the same. Then you have E for equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle has the characteristic of all sides are equal. So equilateral. Equilateral. Equi means equal, lateral means sides. So equilateral triangle means all sides are the same. So it has these characteristics. B is equilateral, F is equilateral, K is equilateral, and that's about it. And then you realize that the rest of the triangles are not so outstanding, as in outstanding, there's a particular trait of a right angle or sides being the same. Then they just have a simpler name called acute or obtuse triangle. Now, like Christopher said, acute triangle means that this particular triangle, all the angles are all cute. Okay, so for acute triangles, all the triangles are all cute. Like for this triangle over here, B is also an acute triangle. A is also an acute triangle. R is also an acute triangle. Oh, sorry, R is not acute triangle. Because R has a right angle. Not all angles are acute. Okay? G is a right angle, so it's not acute. Oh, yes, you're right. G is also a right angle. So G has two. G has isosceles as well as right angle. Sorry? It's not all, it's N. It's N. So for G is isosceles as well as right angle. Can a right angle triangle be obtuse? No. Yeah, okay. So right angle triangle can be an obtuse triangle in this case here. This is the triangle that is right angle triangle as well as isosceles triangle. Now this one is isosceles but obtuse. E is isosceles but obtuse. C is obtuse. Obtuse means there's one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. J is obtuse. L, I think, is obtuse. It's isosceles and obtuse. F is what? Also acute. E is also acute. K, sorry. K is also acute. So some triangles have more names than the another. Have you written down everything? Yes, Aiden? So triangle A is isosceles and acute triangle. B is equilateral and acute triangle. C is just obtuse. Then you have D. D is just right angle. E is isosceles and obtuse. F is acute and equilateral. G is isosceles and right angle. H is just right angle. J is just obtuse. K is acute as well as equilateral. And L is isosceles and obtuse. Is that okay? Now, before we do the part of drawing the triangle, I would like to point out to you the pages in front. That's the activity that we are not doing, but going to get Ryan to demonstrate because he discovered that yesterday you got the triangle. Yes, come. So now we're going to look at what Ryan is demonstrating. Have you got this ready? Have ready, right? Okay. Huh? Yeah, come over here.
or the one triangle, but you only got one of these triangle. You want more triangle to make a project, but you don't see it big or small. So I find a way you can do then you have more than one triangle, just one triangle. And the triangle has to be like this. So if you take this triangle and cut in the cut
Okay, do you notice what he's doing?
before you have it is two triangle. And then you cut this two, you still then that four yeah.
Okay, thank you. But before you cut, right? Now, thank you, Ryan. Let's give Ryan a round of applause. Good. Now, before I so really good job for showing us this triangle here. But before I get him to sit down and I wanted to take you to take a look. Do you remember this particular triangle? This is a purple triangle that we did on Monday. And what was the property about this triangle? It is this angle here. It's a right angle triangle. That's right. Yes, I did it. Maybe I'm trying to one. Okay, I'll show you my set square and then we can see there. Right. So here is a right angle here. Can see? So it's a right angle triangle. It was a purple triangle on Monday. And we realized that it was isometric. And to make more triangles like what Ryan was saying, you could actually fold the triangle and then cut it again. But the interesting thing that I want you to find out is notice about this triangle when you fold it. It matches the other side. Yes, and what kind of triangle is symmetrical? Is it right angle? No. Triangle triangles here. This is a right angle triangle is a fact way. Suddenly ask, why did we cut the square with? Because you can set a right angle. That's why it's called set square. Now, here are the two angle triangles. If I place it right here, it's set against the C. Now, looking at this one, this is just you say this is symmetrical, right? Triangle is symmetrical. Equilateral, I have a big green triangle here is equilateral. So, the idea of symmetry is that if I fold the triangle and it's like a mirror image to each other, it is an equilateral triangle that can be symmetrical. Another kind is isosceles triangle. That's right. So this particular triangle is right angle as well as isosceles. Then we say, can all right angles all right angle triangles isosceles? The answer was no. This one, is it isosceles? It's not. Now, look at it. See what am I trying to demonstrate here? Can you find the page that talks about theory for this? It was just a page before. Finding the triangles. Here. It's showing you the green triangle, which I'm putting here in triangle, is the equilateral triangle. And just now, the equilateral triangle is something like the blue triangle page number. Now, so by page 112 and 113, These are the two hands-on activities that's by laying the picture. And that's actually triangle from the photo exact two parts. And for the equilateral triangle, here the green triangle again, it will be symmetrical in this way. I'm looking at the screen now. I feel in this way, it will be symmetrical. And so in this corner, I try to meet this corner, it will still be symmetrical. I feel in the other corner, still symmetrical. And for this way, and for this way, and for this way, they're all symmetrical. That's the activity that that's how we can identify equilateral and association. Okay, right now we are going to move on to key lesson objective of today, that is drawing triangles. Let's take a look at the textbook pages of current science in storage. I'm drawing. And I have presented the people at page 120. May I know everybody else do the drawing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now, these are the skills you need to know how to draw triangles. Number one, I need to know how to draw a straight line. How to mark out the straight line together with the letter B, point B, the letter C, point C, the set to the left of the line, point C. I need to know how to use the protractor at point B, measure and draw an angle at this point. I need to know how to put my at another point, measure an angle, draw a line, and be able to draw a correct line. Not just that, I need to know how to use the set square to help me to draw a triangle. Now, together with this, I've plotted out a set of worksheets. Then I have here and please help me to adjust this to. How is this? Okay, then our people, Josiah and Chama become here. They are collecting another piece of paper. Now, you need to take the new concept I'm giving you the very thing with it is especially that because I got in quite a second paper. It's similar, but it's different than the crazy paper, but similar than what. So what you're gonna do is this. Instead of the transparent diagram, I use my own line. First of all, what we have to do is to put them together. I'm going to stop here. Now, there are three challenges here. The first challenge is to try to trace all these on the piece. Okay? Onto the pen paper further. And then on the other side is level 2. When you have one line like you can complete the triangle. Level 3 means you do completely piece of empty piece of paper with the solid. Now, how do we do it? First of all, make sure the paper is matched. If you're worried that your paper cannot match your paper, take a safer paper. Now, try to see if you can see the triangle behind you. Sorry, I stepped on the side. So you staple the paper so that you can see the other side. Now, because I'm using this paper to show you, I can see it, but on the visualizer, yes. Let me try to put it up here. Can you see? Can you pull up your own mind and see? Can you see it with me? Now, I'm going to show you with mine here. So I have it on a transparent paper. Is it clearer? Yes? Yes, please. And I'm going to turn off the pen. Can you see beneath my paper there is you should be able to see the triangle underneath. So this will help you. Sorry? Yes, you can get another paper. Now, so there's this trick here. It's called point line, angle, triangle. Okay? Let me kind of go closer here. So it's a bit hard to see on the visualizer, but you should be able to see your own paper. Underneath the paper, there's a plain back line of the triangle. Okay? So it's called point, line, angle, triangle. This is my trick for you. Okay? This is very well probably. Very difficult. This cannot get this way there. And honestly, I think it's one of the things that try to solve because it's not a lot of it. It's a skill base. So this is the trick. Point line, angle, triangle. So starting with find a flat line. You have a triangle. This classic protractor is best. If you don't have, what's called the worst, you have my PMD protractor that I clean out. Cheap plastic. Transparency. Okay, now starting with finding out this one here, the first triangle here underneath is called ABC. Study the triangle carefully. Study the triangle carefully. What triangle is this? What type of triangle is this? Acute angle triangle. Is it acute triangle? I have point A, point B, point C. What's the size? What's the length of the line BC? 6 centimeters. There are two angles given here. 40 degrees. What's the name of the angle that is 40 degrees? Angle? No. A to B to C. Angle ABC is 40 degrees. What is the name of the angle that is 55 degrees? ACB. Okay, good. Now it starts. I flip my paper back. Faintly, you should be able to see. I mark out point B first. Now, I need to find point B. Can you see underneath the paper? Okay, I purposely bought this cheaper, not cheaper, it's expensive, it's very expensive. Thinner paper that you can like partially see through with translucent. But it's not as flimsy as a tracing paper. Okay? Now, find point B already. BC is 6 centimeters away. Because I have stapled these underneath my tracing paper, it's easier to see. I can see underneath, right? Okay? If it's difficult, you try to look closely. Best to show you through the visualizer because it's not bright. Like, can you see? It's very faint. It's very, very faint underneath here. Can't see that much, but there's a bit of a tracing underneath. So here, I put my ruler, measure point, the line BC, mark out point C first. Yeah, definitely. If you hold it up against the sun, you can see the tracing very well. You try to move up to the lights. Can you see behind the paper? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but of course it's difficult to write the air. Yep. But I need the lines to be straight. Okay? If a line is not straight in the exam time, you'll be zero marks. You have to draw it with the. Okay, I find point line. Then I mark out the line BC. 6 centimeters. Point line. Done? Point line, angle, triangle. So start with the first angle ABC. Angle ABC is equals to 40 degrees. Underneath my paper, if you look closely enough, the tracing is quite helpful. Now, I take my protractor, put the apex to meet point B. Read the measurement that says 40. Mark it out on the paper to see. On the protractor. After that, remove my protractor, use my ruler, draw a line to extend point B towards the marking here. Now, point A, then this is 40 degrees. Now, point A is somewhere along this line. Wrong side. That's correct. Okay? Point A is somewhere along the line. I need to find where point A is by the next clue. The next clue is angle. Where's my eraser? I've given all my eraser away. My students never return. Oh my. Oh no, it's fine. Angle ACB. Angle ACB is 55 degrees. That's the next clue. So point line, angle, triangle. So The next angle is 55 degrees. Put the protractor at apex at point C. Look for 55 degrees, which is on the marking here. This is 55 degrees. Use my ruler, draw a long line, cut across the other line. I will find point A here. This is 55 degrees. Yeah, done. I've got my first triangle. How about you? And then I like to be clean, so I will erase the extended line. Stop. Once you feel confident about this one, 55 degrees, okay? Check, hold it up and check. Does it match the one behind? Sorry. If you pull it up and check, if it matches up behind, the one behind you did it correctly. Okay? Now, if you do still break that game, you need to go challenge. But I think it's very challenging. It's a practice. Okay? So you prefer the paper to check if it fits. If it matches ABC, then you are doing it correctly. If it's like off, it doesn't match well, then means something is not correct. You need to do it correctly. Are we done with this triangle? I'm going to the next one. Is it okay? Now this one is very, very important. And I really want to say that this is the kind of skill set that you practice a bit more, you master already. You don't need a lot of brain cells to solve this, but you need coordination. Just like you want to score a soccer goal, you need to practice sitting in a lot of times. But you don't need a lot, you don't need too much brain cells. But this is not a problem sum that you take and find out this information and how to put that together. Not that much. So this is the question that you comes out the exam. Take that now. Okay, so you check whether it matches. If it matches well on the triangle that you draw tonight, then you should get a good job. Do you see I got my first triangle drawn on easy? Okay, okay. I'm moving on to the next triangle. There is a right angle triangle. The right triangle is X, Y, Z. Let's go ahead. No, wait. Let me just finish going through question 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Problem 1, 2, and 3, because those are the perspective triangles. Acute triangle, diagonal triangle, and equilateral triangle. And then there's you can try isosceles and obtuse on your own. Okay? You can try 4, 5, 6 on your own later. Now, okay, I'm going to do X, Y. So this is a trick again. Point line, angle triangle. Okay, this is the trick. Point line, angle triangle. So for X, Y, Z, look, studying this triangle first. What is the type of the triangle that's not here? Hello. Am I going too fast? I'm at question 3. Are you okay? Sarah, can we look at question 3 first? Can we look at question 3 now? Maybe now, very important information to be up. Okay, this is the use of set square. If you feel like you really don't want to listen to me, then you have a textbook open in front of. If you're not following the textbook and you're just trying to tree draw, can you please at least listen to me for the question 1, 2, and 3. Then now, question 3 first. It is a informal triangle is this. right angle triangle, because which angle is right angle? Angle XYZ. That's a right angle triangle. So I'm going to write down here what information do I have? I have line XY is supposed to be 6 centimeter. And then I have line YZ is supposed to be 2 centimeter. And then I have angle XYZ is 5. So I write down here, angle XYZ is a right angle, 90 degrees. Okay, first find XY. Point, line, angle, triangle. Start with this point here, X, find X. Then point, find Y. Y is 6 centimeters away. Put my ruler again, point against point X, marked out here, which is 6 centimeters. This is point Y. Draw out the line point Y. Line XY, this is 6 centimeters. Now, YZ is 3 centimeters, but you must take note, it can be 3 centimeters this direction, it can be 3 centimeters this direction, it can be 3 centimeters this direction, it can be 3 centimeters in various directions. So this information about XYZ is very important. Now, here's my set square coming into play. See, this is a set square, here's the right angle. All I need to do is to put my set square along XY with the corner of the set square touching the end of Y. That's point Y. From this set square, I just put the right angled line on the side, and then the end of this set square here. So that's why I say you really need both of your hands to be able to work. Just like you want to be a good soccer player, you need to be able to dribble all those feet, not just a right foot soccer player or left foot soccer player. A really good soccer player can kick with both feet. So your both hands need to work. So I put my set square with my left hand, pressing down and making sure it's the line XY. And then I can touch my pencil and extend the line along the set square. I just draw extend first. After that, I look for 3 centimeters. So this is right angle. Now I can use my ruler to find 3 centimeters, and that's where point X should end. Here. Oh, sorry, Z. And it should be 3 centimeters. Okay, in the exam time, number 1, drawings must be done using pencil, ruler. Number 2, the mark is labeled. So you must have labels or red label, direct label as past tense. All the labels must be there. Point X, point Y, point Z, 6 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and angle by angle, angle 55, all labels, all these. And the last point is it must be accurate. So if the line is not straight, your angle is not correct, 0. Okay, and so over there, in an exam time, You must draw all drawings in pencil and ruler. This is consistent to all drawings, including that time when we draw the front view, back view, side view. Okay? Second, make sure you label everything. Point X, point Y, point Z, 6 centimeter, 3 centimeter, right axis. With the unique symbol and as well as the centimeter mark. It must be accurate. The line cannot be jetted. Okay? The measurements cannot differ from the correct measurement by too much. I will erase the extended line and then draw my right hand side. Okay? Okay. The last question I will go through and then the rest is go outside. I think the intellectual actually is not that hard. I'll leave question 2 DIY. Now, again, you can check whether it's correct, right? By the way, boys and girls, these 2 pages of the worksheet is supposed to replace your worksheet. So you finish this, you don't have to do your on this excitement of drawing triangles. Okay? So, again, you can check whether it matches. If it doesn't match, then a bit off already. Okay? Now, question 2, I left it as DIY because it's, I think, relatively easy equilateral triangle. The key points to note from question 3. So, for this question 1, this is question 3, and this is question 2. So, question 2, this is a right angle triangle, right angle triangle. Question 2 is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral. Information that is given, J, K equals to 5 centimeter, and that's equals to J, LJ and LK. And then all the angles are 60 degrees. That's all. I think this one can manage yourself. So when you check later, angles it should be 16 and all sides should be 5 centimeter. Okay, the question I want to go through is question 4 because it's an obtuse triangle, which is a bit harder. Obtuse and isosceles. So for question 4, this particular triangle is an obtuse triangle because it has an angle that is obtuse as well as it's an isosceles triangle. Isosceles, that means 2 sides are the same. Which 2 sides are the same? You have PQ equals to 4 cm and QR equals to 4 cm. Okay? PQ is 4 centimeter, QR is 4 centimeter, and the angle given is PQR. Angle PQR is obtuse, is 135 degrees. Okay, point line, angle triangle. Start with point. I will start with the one that's sitting on the ground, the flat line. Q R. I mean, if you like to start with PQ, it's okay. And I just turn the paper around. And then I can find the tracing paper is nice because you can almost see everything. But at the same time, there's no tracing paper. Okay. So yeah, so I need to learn how to be flexible. I turn the paper around. So if I turn the paper around, EQ as if PQ, I need to erase R and I will be my total rotated. So I got PQ and point P is 4 centimeter. PQ. Point P and point Q. So I draw a line. This is 4 centimeter. PQR is 135. With my protractor, apex to point Q. 535, which is here. Extend the line that reaches from Q. This angle mark out 135. Now, by 4 centimeter away, Q to R. Here. Finally, join P and R. Yes. Now, Aiden, how's the drawing for you? Is this okay? Again, you check whether it matches well. Now, DIY 2 DIY WXY triangle. Now, level 2 is the next stage. We are supposed to draw the same triangles from these lines. We'll touch on this tomorrow. But if you'd like to try first, go ahead. I give you a trick, okay, to help you. Are you okay with this? Is okay? Now you will feel like, okay, I need to clear this again. All right, you can go back and look at it. I give you a trick, okay? I turn this paper around. Now I fit this here. I match it together. Done. Very fast. But I need to check all the angles is this correct, all the measurements is this correct. Okay? Yes. Now, so your homework is to finish. Tomorrow I want to see all 6 triangles here. Can you show me your paper? Do at least 1, 2, 3. 5. And all 5 triangles or you have 3? Like mine. Okay, good. So if you like to give you a challenge, you can try the one on the other side. Without the help. See whether you can copy the triangle. Okay? Okay? All that I shall give you a prize. But it must be accurate, eh? Fulfill the criteria of point 1, 2, and 3. Pencil drawn, ruler drawn, labeled with all the points, correct units, and accurate. Okay? I believe any of you can. Okay, bye-bye.